Mamelodi, one of the townships in Pretoria known for some of the most ruthless criminal activity and contract killings. 2021 resulted in a bloodbath in Mamelodi as members of the extortionist gang Boko Haram were assassinated, some in broad daylight. Some politicians and businessmen that were also assassinated in the capital city, especially ward councillors, sent shockwaves throughout the country. The recent murder of Mashata put the spotlight on how easily available illegal firearms are, often a weapon of choice in contract killings.
Slaughtering somebody the way they were shooting at him. I just want to know, how did it come that so many guns are in South Africa like this? And I know some of the people, guns are like toys in South Africa, especially Mabopane Soshanguve. How come that there is no maybe patroller? They come here when there is a scene, but you will never see them running around protecting. There's so many crimes happening.
Apart from Mashata, several other prominent people from Pretoria have been assassinated recently. A top specialist doctor, DJ Somebody, DJ Vetis, Maar5, and many other ordinary people in the capital city all became victims of gun violence. Jugulan in Soshanguve has become a no-go area due to the spate of violent crimes, especially gun violence.
I think they are not helping us because of, as the community of Jugulan, we are concerned about many issues. As the beginning of this year, there were a lot of activities that involve gun shooting, hijackings that have been happening. Just imagine 4 young people shot. Among them, there was a young schoolgirl.
Police personnel, when we call them, they don't respond. Instant, when they respond, sometimes they arrest the person now, and then in 3 hours or tomorrow, the culprit is back. The culprit will come to you and say, there's nothing you can do to me. I know the police will bribe the prosecutor, will bribe the detective. So it's a challenge for us.
Gauteng Premier, who recently visited the Mabuse family after Mashata was murdered, assassination style, reiterated that the threat is not necessarily guns, but contract killings that are on the increase in South Africa, especially in Pretoria townships.
That's one in particular, the area that we're in. We can't allow it to be a war zone. So the police must really step in, because I can tell you, no one is safe here. No one is safe. No one is safe, regardless of your standing in society. We can't allow our people to be scared of their own shadows. So there is a plan, there are resources allocated to attend to this matter. And I remain hopeful. People of Tswane will also know what peace is.
Police stats showed that gun-related killings increased with over 30% in the last 5 years. And areas like Soshanguve have become an easy playground for ruthless and trigger-happy criminals.
As the police, we are very concerned. But I must say that we have prioritized the area because of the killings that are happening. There's a team of detectives. We are working together with crime intelligence to make sure that those that are responsible for the killing in this particular area are brought into books. They must be arrested. We are all out. We also have the additional human resources, the tracking team that is busy identifying these criminals.
The Gun Owners Association of South Africa says there's a strong link between unlicensed firearms that are often used for contract killings and the country's poorly guarded borders.
It's the porous borders that we have. Firearms have been flooding into the southern African area for many years. During the liberation struggle, there are free firearms. You can buy an AK-47, you can buy all these semi-automatics. You do not regulate an illegally possessed firearm. You remove it. You arrest the person who is in possession, you prosecute him, and these firearms are then destroyed. That's what you do. And the police are failing dismally in that part.
Following the calls to ban firearms in society, Grobler says this will be a fruitless exercise that will only harm the economy and empower criminals.
Quite honestly, You cannot and you will not ever ban firearms completely. That's number one. Number two, if you do ban firearms, only criminals will possess firearms because they don't have legal possession of them. In other words, you will be destroying a whole industry if you ban firearms.
Research also shows that multiple murders where several people are killed at once have been on a consistent increase in South Africa. Most of these killings are committed with unlicensed firearms, a contract killing phenomenon that was mostly prevalent in KwaZulu-Natal but has since infiltrated the whole country, especially Pretoria. With South Africa's alarming murder rate that's increasing consistently, no one is spared as organized crime like illegal firearms and contract killings have become a disturbing reality. Not even the judiciary is safe anymore after reports of a judge that was followed by unknown men while driving in his car. Fearing for their lives, community members have called for stronger gun control measures, hoping this might reduce gun violence and the spate of senseless killings in South Africa. Patricia Fasachi, SABC News in Pretoria.